there with Lonely. 11:35 is the time for more Studio Clock. It's a brand new entry and it's new in the charts. It's the 7th Friday of 2020, the 45th day of the year, and the 7th week of 2020, and it is a Valentine's Day. Happy Friday, TGIF, happy February, and happy Valentine's Day. Now, I'm your host, I'm Yvonne, and at 2 p.m. it's going to be time for me to say goodbye. We are down to the second hour of today's edition of the Midday Show right here on Capital Radio. Now, like I mentioned earlier on, I have in the studio with me this morning Eric Kawa, and he's here to talk about his experiences, and he just came back from a trip in Egypt, and he is actually an on-air personality working for Capital Radio and a correspondent for African Youth. So, good morning to you, Eric Kawa, and thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much again, and good morning. I'm pleased to be here as always.
Okay, so my next question for you, and for those of you listening, and if you want to participate, you can send in your questions to 088-888880. That's 088-888880. If you have any questions for Eric Kawa, you can just send in your questions. Now, my next question for you, Eric Kawa, we would like you to share with us your experiences in Egypt.
Okay, so the experiences were actually quite great. I mean, one of the most important things about attending these programs is about the networking that you get with people, the way you meet a lot of people from different countries, knowing their different traditions, their customs, that might be quite different from yours, but again, the ability to be able to adapt to the circumstances, one thing that will be of great importance, and that is one of the key experiences of such program.
Yeah.
So to be in Egypt, actually, Egypt is a place of modern and of course ancient civilization.
Exactly.
And then we've learned a lot of things from the books back in school, and then later we got opportunities of seeing some of these things. So back in school, doing things about the Suez Canal, one of the experiences, because we had a lot of site visit when we went to Egypt. We visited a lot of places. We went to Sharm el-Sheikh, where we hosted the World Youth Forum. We spent a week there, and Sharm el-Sheikh is quite a great place, wonderful place that is mainly for tourism.
Mm-hmm.
And also we went to the Suez Canal in Ismailia, where the youth conference was organized, the first where the initiative of the World Youth Forum came. And we also went to the pyramids. Of course, it's one of the 7 wonders of the world, and many people like to go to the pyramids. If I posted in one of my posts that when you visit Egypt without visiting the pyramids, then your trip is not complete.
Exactly.
We also went to Alexandrina Bibliotheca, where the ideas, of course, of this program World Youth Forum was also hosted.
Right.
And so it's a great place, and we went to the museum, we saw the mummies, we saw a lot of things, and then we were able to interact with people from different countries. You know, I've been traveling with these fellowship programs, but this one was great because I happened to get people from African countries, like 37 African countries were all present, and we took 50 modules. 50 modules.
Wow.
Yes,
Every day?
Yes, like every day you take a different module.
Okay.
And many of them were centered around entrepreneurship, around leadership, around communication skills, the media, of course, and also has to do with governance in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So how much more as young people, because we know Africa is the cradle of man. There are a lot of things in Africa. We have a lot of opportunities that we need to tap in as individuals.
Yeah.
And then the elders there, maybe they might not be giving us the opportunities. So it is our responsibility as the youth, because we are the leaders, and we need to have these ones in our hands and untap them and give the opportunities to the continent to grow, so that at the end of the whatever the situation may be, Africa will not be left like that. Because we have a lot of resources. People who come here from the diaspora to take natural resources.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, they take them, they're processed, and when they come back to the continent, there's nothing, or we can pay more for that.
Exactly.
So the continent is mostly portrayed as one of poverty, of diseases, and or corruption. But there's a lot more in Africa. There's a very huge way for human capital development. The resources, the human resources is quite huge. We have got many touristic sites. We've got amazing food, and there are a lot of things that we can do to make Africa a very great continent. So the experiences in all were great, and we had opportunities of interacting these issues and finding solutions, and we will see how best we can implement in our home countries as well.
Wow, fantastic. Now, my next question is, how did you actually qualify for this program?
All right, so the programs, being two-in-one programs, they're very competitive programs. So the World Youth
Okay.
Forum coincided with this, the third batch of the African Presidential Leadership Program. Of course, they are sister programs. The APLP was born out of the World Youth Forum. So this is the first year for the APLP. It was launched in 2019. Let me say last year now, 2019. But then
Yeah.
3 batches in 2019. So this is the another batch will open very soon, which will be the fourth batch, maybe around February or March, as the case may be. And it is a 6 weeks program, and the other one is a week, just for a week, and that one comes once a year. That will be towards the end of the year, towards November and December. So qualifying for this program, you need to have got certain qualifications. First of all, you need to be involved into something developmental in your community, something that is impacting the lives of people. And for me, being on the radio, advocating for young people, doing programs, hosting several high school programs for media, training some of these students, and being into advocacy for quite a long time. And then also the qualification also have to be, you should be between the ages of 18 to 30 years, which is also one very important thing. You should be involved into